everybody, Rankin here. It is currently snowing a little bit. We got a little bit of frozen trees here behind me, a little ice on the trees. So today I kind of wanted to do something a little different on the channel. I'm an Eagle Scout and Order of the Arrow, and so I've always been into camping and outdoorsy kind of stuff and all that kind of stuff. So I wanted to do a little fire starting video today. So I went and cut a little piece of pine just over here. It's still a little wet, but it is a piece of Fatwood. So you can see how resiny it is here. You can kind of see it's kind of translucent right here on the edge, right? So what that is when a limb breaks off on this is off a pine tree. When a limb kind of breaks off, the tree will kind of preserve itself by the sap getting in there. So you cut it right up against the trunk, if this were the tree, where it meets that joint, and you got a dead limb there. Cut it off, you know, right at that, and if you get that appearance, then you'll know that's what's called Fatwood. So we're gonna start a fire today with Fatwood, my knife, and do I have it? Yes, I do. A ferro rod. So this is just a sparking rod. You use the back of your knife, right? And it'll throw a spark. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn the camera down here. So sorry, turn the camera down here so we can do a demonstration. All right, hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna use my Mora knife. This is not an expensive knife. This is 30 bucks. This is their survival version. It's got a little sharpener here. It's not great, but it does have a ferro rod on here, and that throws a pretty good spark. But for today's thing, I'm gonna use the big boy. It's just easier to handle with my hands are a little bigger. As you can see, there's snow and ice on the table. So when I did cut this just a few minutes ago, it is still kind of wet, but it shouldn't matter because the resins in here are what we're after. So go on the end where your resins are. Take the back of your knife if it's sharp. You can use a regular knife and make little feathers, right? But I like using the back, and it makes it a little fuzzier. Just seems to clear that off. So I just take the back and I'll just go like that. And as you'll see how that's a lot fuzzier, and that'll catch a lot easier. You can do it just like this with just small little strokes. That works too. Whatever's easiest for you, whatever kind of knife you've got. So I'm not gonna make a huge pile because I'm not making a fire. I'm just doing this for just to show you how to do it. And like I said, it is wet. Everything's wet out here. So this will just show you how much resin is in this pine. All right, that's not very much. Normally I would make a pile probably 2 to 3 times that size. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit here. So, back side of my knife, I'm gonna make a strike down there. And as you can see, it's going. And if you'll notice, it puts off a pretty black putrid smoke. Yep. And so that's all those resins burning in there. Anyway, hopefully y'all enjoyed that. Anyway, that's how to make fire with a ferro rod, a very inexpensive knife, and some Fatwood. So go out in the woods and try to find you some Fatwood. Just remember to look for that resin. All right, thanks for watching.